Beautiful day, Patriots. We're going to take an example of POTUS Trump's tweets today. This is a tweet. He's done a lot of tweets today. Today's December 21st, 2018. Beautiful, glorious day for so many different reasons, huh? Happens to be my 6-year anniversary from no smoking cigarettes. I smoked for 31 years. I was a rebel. I was an idiot. Today's my 6-year anniversary. Please, you've got the strength to do whatever you want. Even if it's trying to quit smoking, it can happen. So let's take President Trump's tweets today. Like I said, he's done a lot of tweets today. This is the first one today that is a continuous two-tweet. All those other tweets so far today have been single tweets. So we're going to dissect this one. Here's the first tweet of his two-tweet stringer. The Democrats are trying to belittle the concept of a wall, calling it old-fashioned. The fact is there is nothing else that will work, and that has been true for thousands of years. It's like the wheel. There is nothing better. I know tech better than anyone, and technology, ... 5 dots, ... 5 dots, on a border is only effective in a conjunction with a wall. Properly designed and built walls work, and the Democrats are lying when they say they don't. In Israel, the wall is 99.9% successful. Will not be any different on our southern border. Hundreds of billions of dollars saved. And that was his second tweet, and that came in on your hour, 10 minutes past on your hour on December 21st, 2018. The first one was 58 minutes past the hour on December 21st, 2018. Once again, does the hours matter? No. We're looking for the gap in between the two tweets. So what we've been going the last few days, we've been talking about the dots. If there was 4 dots in between these two tweets, there would have been no timestamp difference between them, right? We've established that marker. So now we're learning more stuff on this. So here's the two tweets. We've got 5 and 5 on each one of those, okay? So here's how I break this down. We'll get back to that page here in a minute. Sorry about that. My professional studio is being remodeled at the moment, so I'm having to use the floor. Okay, so here's how I broke this down. The first tweet came in at, 58 minutes past the hour. And the second tweet came in at 10 minutes past the next hour. Okay, so we have a 12 minutes difference between the two tweets. He tweets some tweets and they're right next to each other. Did it really take him 12 more minutes to complete his thought and write this out? I wrote both of them out on a piece of paper copying, and I can't even spell, so I had to watch every single word in 4 minutes, 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So 12 minutes, there's a reason why there's a gap there that long. So with the timestamp and gap code, there's our difference between the two tweets, 12 minutes, but we want the gap. The gap is 11 minutes, right? So now here we are. So that's our secret message usually for our gap message is 11. And if we go to 11, it's a pretty cool cue drop. Now, what we're looking at right now is we've got the dots. We've got a 5 dot and a 5 dot on our two tweets, right? 5 and 5. Once again, does 5 and 5 by 5, does that ring a bell to anybody? Does that stand out as a clue? How about the 11s? Remember, I keep saying 11s and 22s. They're constantly trying to show us when we see an 11 or a 22, we're on the right path. Keep searching. It's not the right answer. It could be, but it's not the right answer, but you're right on the right path. Keep going down the code till you get to the right one. 11s and 22s. I can't stress this enough. So 5 by 5. I don't even have to tell you what that means, right? So let's try to put these things together, right? What we got? We got a 5 and a 1 and a 5, right? So, because we can't do a cue drop yet, anyways, of 5, 1, 1, 5, right? We don't have that many. We're only up to 2,660, I believe. I forget at the moment. But we're under 27 is my point. So we can't go 5,111 or 5,115, right? We don't have that cue drop yet. So what are we going to do? Well, we've got an 11 and we've got a 5 by 5. Those are awesome, right? That's our clue, right? Doesn't it sound right? Well, let's just see what happens if we go to 1155 as our cue drop. My friends, this is really getting really cool, okay? So 1155. Because these dots aren't here for no reason. These are actually there for a reason. Isn't that correct? All right. So now we're talking about the border security wall right here, right? Now what I also noticed is, because he does all kinds of different messages, right? There's not one thing. If we look at this on its first tweet of this, is this the correct way of spelling this? I'm not a good speller, so I have to ask for help. The fact is, there is nothing else that will work, right? Else's? Whose else's is it? Who owns else's? What does that mean? How does that work? So again, a misspelling. This man's intelligent, and you're telling me that his misspellings are because of ignorance? My misspelling is because of a handicap. Am I ignorant? I don't know. I read hundreds of books. I don't know. Maybe he's got the same handicap. We'll leave it at that. So anyways, there's another clue in here. What was the other ones? Now, there might be some misspelled words in here that are mine, not his, because of just error. But the other thing that I noticed also is he capitalized wall, okay? And he capitalized border, right? And then he misspelled border. Isn't that also kind of amazing? You're telling me the man is talking about the border walls and he's tweeting all days and weeks, and his whole campaign is based on a border wall, and he doesn't even know how to spell border, but he capitalizes it in a weird spot? Please forgive my tone and my excitement and the way I talk about. If it comes off belittling, please forgive me. I'm just trying to show what I see, okay? And I feel so confident about it that I have great passion for it. So, once again, a misspelled and a capital letter. Okay, so he's got wall. Democrats I can see being, southern border. I don't know, is that supposed to be capitalized? Democrats, I get it, okay. The wall again, Israel is supposed to be capitalized, but the wall wasn't, right? Okay, so here's what I did on that. We broke that down, and then I just started thinking about all the capital letters and stuff like that, right? We're talking about a wall. We're talking about how everything comes in illegally through our government, and they're always protecting it. They're fake news. It's all this crap, right? So I took and put all this was the first tweet, so we got a W. So we've got all these capital letters, okay? With W, B, W, P, W, D, W, S, B, okay? And I started thinking about it. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. Let's just get rid of the W's for a second, because they were just there to maybe point us out at some, I don't know. I'm learning, okay? But B, P. Is that Broward Police Department? And Debbie Wasserman Schultz's district? WWW. Huh? Who is fighting so hard to keep those borders open? Who throws out all the false flags? Who's always constantly in trouble for lying? And do I even have to talk about her? And what's going on with her and all she's never in the news. Broward County, Broward Police Department. Okay, so anyways, that's a breakdown of how I've done this one single tweet. As you can see, it gets very complex, very deep on so many levels. Other people are breaking down these in a different way, and theirs is just as right as mine. If mine is right, it might not be, huh? It's up to you. God bless you, America. God bless you, Patriots. We'll see you on the winning side.